Oracle Arena. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, next year, the Warriors will move across the bay to San Francisco. But right now, trying to put on another show here in Oakland.
And speaking of a show, how about how many shows we saw in this building? The days of Run TMC, the killer crossover by Tim Hardaway, and how about the sweet shooting of Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond?
Expect nothing short of greatness within these walls. Strong finish for Paul George.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. Gets it in the left corner. Curry. Steph Curry. Missed his first. That one goes.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Leonard buries the trifecta.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Here's Curry with it up top. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. From long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down just a couple. Ivica Zubac with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Kawhi Leonard. Green always looking for the steal. For three, he made his first effort, but not that time. To Thompson. Cauley-Stein. To Curry. Beyond the arc for three. And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the three. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit it.
Warriors have the basketball. D'Angelo Russell. Can't fault the defense. D'Angelo Russell hits.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Curry. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Leonard. Bad pass there. Warriors have it. Great feed. Sets it up. Alec Burks with the slam.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Thompson knocks it down.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Leonard to Williams. Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
Hey everyone, check this out. The first 1,000 fans at our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Steve Kerr making some changes to his lineup. Golden State at the controls to Thompson. Going to launch beyond the arc. Now that's a contest. Leonard to George. Nice pass to set things up. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's now 4 for 6.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. To Leonard. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Russell to Curry. And too much contact.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the last.
Russell to Curry. Patrick Beverly tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Montrezl Harrell pins it. 24-second violation. George, tough matchup with Draymond Green. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Are now serving a penalty.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Clippers have the lead. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Livingston. With a drop step. Goes reverse to lay it in.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Off the mark. Oh, can't do that.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Steve Kerr gets some new personnel on the floor.
Golden State. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Draymond Green. To Paul George. Has a look. Paul George. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG.
Exclamation point. Willie Cauley-Stein with the slam.
Ed, I bet you can't say his name 3 times fast.
That's William Cauley-Stein, my
I said
friend.
fast, Ed, fast.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. They trail by 7. Man, that was a tough shot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen with a drop step. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Yes, Klay Thompson. 3 for 6 now.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, or the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Curling inside. Shot from the lane won't go. To Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Green. Curry. Off the mark. Around the perimeter to Thompson. Green. To Russell. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Russell. And the Clippers have the rebound. Leonard to George. Has a chance. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. To Curry. Russell. To Leonard. And look out. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Curry to Green. Fires the 3. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. Leonard to Paul George. To Leonard. 4-3. And Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Thompson. And it's George there for the rebound. To Leonard. To George. Goes to the right side. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard. Not that time. And the rebound taken by the Warriors. Thompson. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Subbing in for LA, number 23, Lou Williams.
Trying to cash in, Lou Williams. He's finally on the board, makes his first shot.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Curry buries it. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
Great look and vision, and look out. Big finish at the rim.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Clippers have the basketball. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Curry. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. First half in the books. The Clippers are out in front. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Leonard to Paul George. Stuffs knocks it down with authority.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Curry. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Count it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Curry into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Nice pass to set things up.
Clay isn't usually a guy that goes to the bucket. He usually pulls up for threes, but that was a nice, easy lay-in right there.
George, he'll take that any day.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
D'Angelo Russell. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
D'Lo reminds me so much of Sam Cassell. He's not the fastest guy, but he gets where he wants to go anytime. The word that is key for him, potential, potential, potential. Will he be able to accomplish his potential?
Strong finish for Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Curry to Green. Curry. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Russell into the front court. His guys down 11. Thompson. And it's Beverly there to grab the rebound. George lets it fly. Count the basket.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Thompson. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. They find themselves down 10. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. And he buries it.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Curry. Yes, three-pointer is good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Beverly into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Ah, rocking the rim.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Curry, knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Short jumper off the mark.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. It's LA Clippers ball. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Thompson. To George. Fires the three, and Paul George good on the quick release there.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Curry to Green. Curry. Oh, whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Russell. To Green. Here's a chance from long range, and it's Zubats with the rebound. Beverly into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Leonard. Curling inside. knocks it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Curry. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
Patrick Beverly swats it. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the 4th quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ballgame, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
To Alec Burks. Count the basket at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Leonard to Harkless. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
And the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Looney. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Alec Burks. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. They have to keep him in their grasp.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, LA.
Thompson. Deep right corner. Thompson. And it's Zubats with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Green to Thompson. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Curry. Not that time. Green to Thompson. Lets it fly from long range. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. Oh, they don't get it across in time. That's an 8-second violation. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
For the Golden State Warriors, number 0, Jabari Johnson. Stepping in for LA, number 22.
Leonard with a hot shooting night. night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Leonard. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
And splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
A bad pass there. Warriors have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Count the bucket for 2.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
To Paul George. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Terrific vision. The monster stuff.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Thompson. And the rebound taken in by George.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
George, how's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
That misses with a second to go. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew.